been some time since our last adventures, and there is much to discuss. Last we left off, our party was seemingly at a crossroads on who to trust in the Feywild. They are in search of Roy's older brother Hector, who seems to have lost his way while looking for Roy. Upon making friends with... Hey, thank you. Upon making friends with an orc outcast named Neural, they find their way into the Feywild, only to have bows trained on them and a female elf named Snow holding the arrows at bay. She explains that they are on sacred grounds and offers them shelter in her village, called Borealis. After finding a few things to do in town, such as book reading, ale drinking, and item shopping, Snow indicates it is difficult to send them back to the material plane, and she offers her aid if the party can interrogate her brother Nor, who is locked away in a portal prison of his own design. Nor has genius-level intellect and has created machines and sold them to the highest bidder in the material plane. Roy indicates if she helps them find his brother, they would be more likely to help, which she obliges. The party each have a turn talking to Nor, and they cannot decide whether he is actually mentally ill or is just playing games with them. At a crossroads, they decide to do some sleuthing in town, talking to the librarian Ty, the barkeep Fantasia, and even snooping around Nor's old home. They hear horrendous stories of his misdeeds and atrocities he has wreaked upon the village and neighboring areas, but they are still reluctant to help Snow. After a day of sending her troops out, she returns to inform the group that they had found Roy's brother to the southeast. I wrote that down wrong, hold on. To the southeast, apparently accompanied by large moving trees. And that is where we left off. So after you had spoken into the bar with Fantasia over here, you guys were trying to figure out what was your next step. And following that, Snow came running out to you, indicating, a little out of breath, that they had found Hector. And we come back in going, okay. According to my men, they are resting a few dozen miles from here. And he seems to be in high spirits. There's no bruising or damage to him, seemingly. But these treants are tricky. They can get inside your head. There's a few roaming parties of them, each having different elemental abilities. And these ones can do some pretty nasty things. I understand.
What did you understand? Sorry.
I understand. I understand if you're reluctant to listen to me, but to be honest, there's not many people that look like you, so he was fairly easy to track. He has big footprints.
All right.
Yeah.
Get him.
Saddle up.
No time to waste. We'll go now. Does anybody need anything from the bar on the way out?
Not that I can think of, no.
Let's head to it. We exit the town. While we do
just use all my spells up real quick and then...
Yeah, Dewey laments that we didn't have a chance to get the elemental shield in the shop.
Well, I imagine somebody's going to have to guide us to where Hector is.
My men are strategically placed. If you see a roaming light in the trees, you know you're on the right path.
A roaming
Just be
light?
careful.
Like a sprite?
Almost like a little sprite or firefly bouncing between trees.
Okay.
Those are my men.
Is there any specific general we should meet?
Most of them are just normal trackers. They worship our goddess Biori, and apparently she answered our prayers in finding him.
Excellent, but no
So
second.
there's not really anybody that you. No, not necessarily.
All right.
Roy, I have held up my end of our little bargain. You can do what you must first, but I expect you boys to return ready to deal with Nor.
I mean, yeah, it's, we came in as a team and we're gonna do what we do, and, I am a dragon of my word. Is that the way the humans say it?
I appreciate that.
Help me out here, Dewey. Is that the
No,
phrase? He's the only human here.
So Henrik.
Oh, but they don't care either. They're elves. I guess it doesn't matter. Is there an elvish
That's how
colloquialism
the
here?
humans say it?
I'm trying. I'd say I've been around humans too long, but the company I keep is very varied.
Yeah, it's
Talking to a
haven't
wind
been
back
hit. Slick.
Is
your
anyone's mic feeding back or no?
feeding back?
Sounds like someone's got like an AC on or something.
Is this better?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That darn cat making all that noise.
This mic has a neat feature where I can adjust how sensitive it is.
Oh, nice. I mean, yeah, you sound great right now. Sounds crystal clear.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nero kind of looks over to Henrik and he's like, is that what humans say? A dragon of their word? He's like, Nero can put that in his book.
Yeah, jot that down, Nerl. Put it down as
Nerl's
human
writing it down.
colloquialisms.
Yes, and in
Oh,
fact, dragons
Colloquialism
say...
is going to be very hard to
How
spell
does-
out.
How does neural spell
Try your best.
colloquialism?
Like this.
I'm trying to be very eloquent around Nerl, knowing that he's gonna write it down. It's like I'm playing a game having Marth Gilberon in the background of it. Hey, you know what? That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Colloquialism.
Colloquism.
I look over and I'm like,
Collab-
oh, Neural, you know there's no Q in that word.
can you make a persuasion check for me?
Absolutely.
Okay, before Q, except for after Yuleism. Oh, this guy.
Realism.
Perfect.
Yeah, much better.
See, we're all learning something.
Yep. So, Snow kind of points you into the direction of the southern border of the village, and she goes, my men start probably about a mile from here. If you need any assistance, just call out, and one of them will be on standby to help you out. They have
Okay.
formed a line to show you the way.
Are there any like names of the guards we could call to? Do we know any of them?
No, they're all named Tracker.
Ah, Tracker.
Tracker
the Tracker
Jim,
family.
John.
Check
Ooh.
that.
It's like Trapper John from MASH. Alright,
Trapper.
Let's saddle up, Trapper John.
Really quick, what time of the day is it?
It is getting close to sundown. It is not necessarily there yet, but you probably have a few more hours until then. But then again, time has been running
Time's
a little weird
right?
in this place. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Okay. I mean, waste not, want not, right? We should head on out as soon as we can.
Yes. Ding.
All right. Wait. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody fight. So, as you guys are making your way out of the southern area of this village, as the sky above you starts turning these very light purples and very dark blues. Hints of red and orange in there as well. You don't see the elves in the trees, but all you start seeing is this little ball of light, probably about the size of this, that just keeps on bouncing from tree to tree. And you realize that this is the area where you're supposed to be following. And it starts taking you southeast. You travel for a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, and just the beauty of it all just encapsulates you. All of these fireflies roaming around you, these flora and fauna that you're not used to, either bending a certain way or a scent that hits your nose that gives you a sense of warmth and just belonging. You go for another 6, 7, 8 miles. The sky above you starts getting more dark purple, a little less orange, more red, going to that hue. Dewey, for probably the past 2 miles or so, you've been noticing a little fairy sprite bouncing between either your eyes, going to another person, coming over here, and you could swear that anytime it passes your ear, it's going, hey, listen,
God.
watch out.
Is it out of reach?
What's that?
Is it out of reach?
It keeps on bouncing back and forth.
I go to
Probably
slap-
ever. You go to slap it?
Just slap it.
Make an attack roll.
Just unarmored.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll just give you a D20. 11 plus 1 for strength.
Yeah. It flies out of the way and like gets in your face. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What was that for?
Dude,
Excuse you.
He doesn't respond to the sprite.
It doesn't respond. So, as you walk another like 3-4 miles with this thing just roaming around you, you get something in your ear that says, huh, "This is Ioun's newest protege, Gotta admit, not too bad in the looks department if I do say so myself, but what do I know? I haven't seen a human in hundreds of years."
Every word it speaks, Dewey fumes a little bit more. You can see smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
Aw, am I getting you a little agitated, tough guy? What's the matter? Do you want to talk about it?
Is Dewey the only person that can hear this?
It's close enough to like Dewey's ear. All you guys hear is just buzzing. But it's close enough to Dewey's ear that he can hear it. You guys have just noticed like a couple of fairy sprites roaming around your heads, and then this one specifically has been hanging around.
Dewey considers flame striking the fairy, but realizes he'll probably hit himself. Decides against.
Aw, are you clutching your little symbol? I got a little symbol too. It's around my neck. Do you want to see it? And she like flies straight almost into your eyeball.
That should be an easy hit, right? No? Or so we're operating on the same check?
You could try to flame strike, sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna flame strike. It'd still be a 12. I'm just trying to.
No, it can.
Yeah. Still missing. we endure.
Okay. You know, if you guys are just constantly walking, everybody else is just like completely in awe of all of the sights that you're seeing. You're seeing like a tree that is almost on fire by the way that the light is hitting it. You just see the lights just going off like this. You come over and you see a little pool of water that almost has a mirror reflecting about 10 feet above it of just this watery sheen. And it looks beautiful. Meanwhile, Dewey is just fuming over this fucking fairy that's not bothering, that's not leaving him alone. And it just goes, you know, Ayun asked me to come down here after you and her finally had your little chit chat. Seems like you want to step in on my little territory, eh, short stuff? I'm only kidding. I like my little neck of the woods over here. I don't mind if I get overstepped. That is, if you can overstep into the place where you want to be.
Dewey is just, he'll turn to whoever's nearest to him. We'll say Roy. So, Roy, the trackers, they're using lights, not sprites, to direct us, right? We know where we're going, right?
As far as I know, yeah. I mean, I've been seeing the lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's
Would I know? Is it like dancing lights or something like that?
It's a form of dancing lights and like a mixture of dancing lights, mage hand, and light that is just sending it to the next tracker, and then they're sending it to the next tracker, and the next, and the next.
Okay.
And they're all in the trees.
So yeah, it's definitely magic in nature. It's not a creature. I couldn't imagine that the trackers would be able to have sprites behave as well for them too, knowing our experience with them.
Dewey holds his hands over his pockets to make sure the fairy's not stealing stuff.
You think I would do that? You know, I've known you for what, 6, 7 miles now? I'm sorry, my name is Biori. It's nice to meet your acquaintance.
Nobody
I'm
asked.
so sorry about that. No, I know, but I feel like I should have said something before. It's okay.
Dewey finds it strange that the sprite gave away its name and suspects that it's not the sprite's real name.
You remember that Biori is the name of the temple that you were in, that all of the hunters worship.
Oh,
Because she's the goddess of the hunt.
I see. Dewey will not be amused by that at this point.
Are we all like privy to hearing this?
Yeah, everybody can hear.
All you guys
Okay.
hear is like buzzing, but I would say that both Roy and Henrik would be able to hear kind of what's going on. Zazzle's a little too far away to hear it.
Okay. I mean, what I remember from the town is that the statues, right? Either they were in the shapes of the spirit fairies, or they like had them inside of them. They like housed them, and they could
They all
present
have
like
different
present
animal
or future. That's where we had
Right.
our visions. Mine was a bat,
Of like
baseball
of like
bat.
things that you wanted in life, things that meant the most to you in life, things of that nature.
Seems on theme here. These are things I'm starting to not question when I'm around you guys now. Just kind of rolling with it here.
Dewey, are we getting harassed by a bug? What's going on? Should we
Yes.
kill that thing or
Yes.
what?
Yes. You distract her.
Over here. Hello.
Well, hi there, tough man. How are you?
Oh, I hate you already.
I could be known to be many faces. I could be a fairy, and then you hear a snap, and all of a sudden a dragonfly is in your face, and it's like, I be a little dragonfly, and then you hear another snap, and then there's like a little like baby boar next to you. Or maybe I could be a boar, I could be any of these things really, and snaps again, and the fairy's back in your face.
Could you be something less annoying?
Less annoying is not really my thing. Let me think. No,
Dewey.
I like this.
Dewey.
Dewey's drinking in the beauty of the Feywild.
You can
Looking at the mirror lakes.
you can
and
have this thing
Dewey
back. Thank you very much.
Dewey is not making eye contact with Heinrich anymore.
No, you can carry on with whatever it is you all were doing with each other over there.
Well, apparently he doesn't want to really talk to me that much, but I guess you could let him in on a little secret.
Yeah.
Does he want people to worship him? You can ask him that. Go ahead, ask him.
Dewey?
Heinrich.
Hey, Dewey, do you want people to worship you?
That's a weird question, Heinrich.
I would agree with that, but
You ask that to everybody?
the boar told me I needed to ask you. Or are you not a boar anymore? What are you?
I'm a little fairy right now. Thank you.
You got that right. The fairy
Yeah.
would like to know.
You know, Heinrich,
Yes.
I don't think we need to go over these questions between you and me.
Is that?
Uh,
I kind of feel like that's a yes. Roy, what do you think about that non-answer?
I kind of
well, how
like
would you feel, Heinrich, if I asked you, if I just walked up and I asked you,
Yeah.
do you want to be worshipped by random people? How would you feel?
I would say no,
No?
and yet that was difficult for you.
Maybe I'm just a little bit irritable. Haven't been.
You get the fairy back in your face. And why are you so irritable? I know you guys can't see
This
it,
is what
but I have
attention is
my
like.
hands on my hips.
we're getting the vibe of it.
Yeah.
Heinrich, why would I want more attention than this? You've
I-
seen how I am with people.
I don't know. The fairy boar dragonfly asked that question.
Well, if it puts you at ease, no, Heinrich, I don't. I don't want people to worship me. But I do have something to ask you. When we get back to Borealis. Wait. I can't ask you right now. Because there's too much. Dewey will attempt to. Has he ever seen Heinrich speaking in Thieves' Cant?
I do not know that I've ever actually spoken in Thieves' Cant.
You've never spoken it. You've written it out. That's it.
Dewey, like, he goes to try and, like, whisper something in Heinrich's ear, but I imagine the fairy is hanging around too by.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, I'll talk to you about it later.
All right, I got you.
I sense a fire on a shrine later on in my future. So, right before it leaves, you get the fairy literally sit on your shoulder, Dewey, and she's just like looking at her little fingers, and she's going, "Sure, it's easy to point your finger and heal someone, but that comes from Mayun. You need people to believe and trust in you and your abilities, not hers. Only then will you get that little spark that you've been looking for." Those
Where did you
you're-
hear that from? Who did you hear that from?
Oh, I know many things. I'm obviously somebody that Ayun puts great trust in. So, she asked me to come down here and give you a little bit of advice because she didn't think that you would listen to her. And obviously, you're not really listening to me either, so none of this really matters.
You know many things.
Well, that's okay.
Is that what you said? You know many things?
I do know many things. Thank you very
You're
much.
the second person in the last couple days tell me that.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
I happen to be somebody that people worship around here, and I give them guidance, and in return, they put their faith in me.
Yeah,
Don't you want
well,
that?
No. I don't want to put any faith in you.
Well, no, you don't have to put any faith in me. You can be above me if you really want to. I'm happy with my own little piece right here. Thank
I
you
don't
very
want to deal
much.
with you at all. I just want to know why you're gossiping about me. You clearly know. You've clearly been talking to somebody.
Of course, I've been talking to Ayun.
I don't know.
We're kind of besties.
Yeah?
Well, a little bit. But she wants you to be her bestie. And I think you want to be her bestie as well. And I'm
Why
okay
would
with
you
that.
Why would you not be talking to Azazel? He is much more charismatic than me. Much more willing to entertain you.
Sure. And she flies over to Azazel. She's like, "Hi."
Hey there.
Can
Do I realize that it's the fairy talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hi. Can I touch your horn? Is there a specific horn that I can just sort of poke and prod at a little bit? Please don't look at your pants. Please don't do that.
All right. I guess you can. I mean, I don't see an issue with it. Which horn would you like to touch?
I mean, do you have a preference? It could be left, it could be right, it could be the middle one. Oh wait, that's your nose. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was a good joke. Hold on. Let me just let me just do this really quick, and then Azazel takes out like one piece of gold and flips it. Did that work? Okay, you can do the left horn. I present.
She grabs
my
your left horn, and she kind of sits on it for a little bit, like the part where it curls. She's sitting kind of cross-legged on it, and she goes, "You know, I think I really made your friends upset, and I don't know why. This is bullshit."
Oh, it's all right. I do that all the time.
Really? What do you do? How do you fix it?
I don't know. I just kind of like do. I'm just, I kind of just act sort of tongue in cheek. I never really take anything seriously, and I think they respect that in me. I'm not really sure. You know what? I think you just got to be around them long enough, and I think they'll earn your trust.
So I should stick around a little bit longer?
I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, if you find the horn comfy, you can sit there. But honestly, if you're having a good time messing with any of them, I'm not gonna keep you from having a good time.
I appreciate that. My name is Biori.
Hi, Biori. I'm Az, and I stick my hand up to my horn for like a handshake.
She grabs the pinky, and you just feel a little boop, 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 boop.
Guys, this old fairy is awesome.
It was a little partial to the boar form. It was pretty
Wait,
I would have
cute.
thought you prefer the dragonfly.
Wait, that's what that bowl
Dragonfly,
was?
yeah, they're cool.
That just appeared out of nowhere and then disappeared? That was you? And I look up at the fairy like, you did that?
Yep, watch. And boof, back to a little boar. Little baby
Yeah,
boar.
the boar.
Husk hasn't even
And I'm like-
come in yet.
I'm like, wait. Check this out. And then I polymorph into a boar.
She's like, whoa. And then she starts speaking boar to you, being like, can I jump on your back?
Dude, yeah, hop on my back.
Sweet. And she just jumps on, and she, like a little dog trying to find a comfy spot, just circle, plop.
Is also still a boar.
Yes.
Guess we've made a new friend.
Dewey looks over. He's like, Azazel, you have to stay a boar now. We don't know if we're gonna need you to morph into stuff later.
And I just look up at Dewey and I go,
So it's boar Zazel now. Do the tusks look like your horns too?
They have
Yeah,
the same
they-
curve to them. Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
curve?
That's
That's like a devil tail on the boar?
love it.
Yeah.
Boar Zazel.
Yeah, I'll stay a boar for an hour and walk with the party with this fairy on my back.
Does he get any tracking bonuses being a boar, like towards truffles? or
Finds
something?
truffles, yeah.
That's a very good question. Let's see what they say. I'm sure that based on smell.
Like perception checks based on smell.
Yeah, let's
Specifically finding truffles.
I can do like a perception check as a boar if you want.
What a
can I-
weird ability. If the boar takes 7 damage or less, that would reduce it to 0 hit points. It is reduced to 1 hit point instead.
That's weird.
I'm
That's
failing
such a
insurance
weird
for.
ability.
So like a skeleton.
That's a strong boar.
Specific.
I guess they're like ornery, right?
Yeah.
We let Azazel lead.
So, another half hour, another 45 minutes. The mini boar is quiet during this whole time. It looks like it's just sleeping. Another hour passes, so you lose boar shape. But then you're just carrying a little baby boar in your hands.
I like baby boar.
As quiet finally envelops the group, everybody is taking in the beauty of this place. As you go more and more southeast, there's less trees and more clearings, more openings. The forest floor starts turning this very lush green, as opposed to like a leafy substance that you've been walking around. You make it to a light, one of these dancing lights that you've been seeing. Kind of hover into one of these clearings. And in this clearing, you see a bridge that kind of goes upwards onto this little island. Probably about 25 feet above your eyesight is this bridge. But everything seems quiet, and Roy, you hear in your mind, they're here. Your brother is here. We have done all we can. Good luck.
I'll reply back, thank you, and if you could watch the road a little bit on the way out and send us a message if anything comes behind us.
Of course. You guys have made it into a clearing of very lush red trees.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Looks
You like the
familiar.
music?
Do. I was just playing this yesterday, actually.
Oh, it's such a good game.
Yeah. Thank you, Kang.
As you make it into the clearing, you notice a bright light coming from the island. It looks everyone's just vibing. It looks like a fire to you guys, coming from the little island up here.
Is it like dark now? Like, what's the lighting situation?
I would say it's just past dusk.
Okay.
Like, you still have some sunlight from the sun coming down, but you guys have been walking for probably about 4 hours or so to get here.
Okay.
So it has gotten a little bit darker in that time.
I feel like we should be very cautious here.
Zazel, do you smell anything? Anything fishy?
Smells a lot like boar. I'm just still holding the boar.
Yeah. She goes, well, that's just rude.
Well, I mean, if you told me I smelled like tiefling, you wouldn't be wrong, right?
No, but words still hurt.
You're right. I shouldn't have said that. Smells like
There's
a
K.
stinky fairy.
Oh.
I was like,
that's
up dog
even
over
worse.
here.
That's even worse. Goodbye. And you hear a snap and she's just gone.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Insulted the goddess of the hunt.
Looks like
It's
I
gotta
was
be a
able-
bad omen.
looks like
I have a
was
bad
able-
feeling she'll be back.
I was able to annoy her.
Good job, Zazel. Dewey's genuinely happy for the first time in a long time.
We're in a tree ant area, right? Can I see if any of these trees are like alive and moving or like swaying weird? I guess they are alive, but are they like...
Check.
What's that? A what check?
Make a perception check.
A perception check. Perception is something that I'm not the best at. Hey! Happy birthday to me!
Birthday what?
Something I'm not really great at.
You're only as good as the 20s you roll.
Yeah. Looking around, you do not see any shapes or forms that would indicate the signs of treants around.
Okay. So we just see this this glowing light.
Yeah, so you just see a glowing light up here.
I will very.
It's an odd light as opposed to like a red hue to it that you would seemingly be a fire. There's a hint of blue in it.
I will very quickly use my staff to regain the one spell slot that I expended using polymorph.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Good use of staffing.
Earl, you smell
Mhm.
anything?
You asked what?
You smell any smelly smells?
Smelly smell that smells.
Neural can smell
Smelly.
many smelly things. Let the neural smell. Let me see.
I guess we should go check out the light.
Yeah. So Neural kind of leans over and he goes, Neural is better at smelling things that have gotten damaged, not necessarily anything that is super healthy right now.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, Neural, we all have our strengths.
Neural can wait behind here and make sure nothing comes from behind.
That's a good plan there.
Is there any like dim?
Thanks. Neural's been hanging out with you guys a lot.
I was gonna say, you must have been learning from me, huh?
Is there any areas that have like dim, darker light? Sneaky hiding
anything
spots.
anything that's basically underneath a tree would be super sneaky hiding spots.
Okay.
Like, if you want to figure, you see where like they have a little cowlick on these trees.
Yes.
Those are going to be the trunks. So if a space is in that area, that's going to be the trunk. So you can't walk in there. But anything else, you can walk underneath it, and it'll be pretty much kind of more hidden than what it
Okay.
is.
And is this like a cave?
No.
Okay.
That's pretty much like a little grove or like a little underpass.
Okay. Good to know. Maybe Henrik, can you do some like sneaky like stuff?
You want me to be
So
like
this-
a sneaky sneak? I can be a sneaky sneak.
Yeah. Or lay wait with Neural while we're exploring this light here. Pop an arrow off at somebody.
You know, can I take a sneaky sneak over this way into this bush region here?
Make a stealth check.
You mean you actually make me roll this?
You don't have instant stealth, although it pretty much
Why-
is.
why-
Yeah, not until level 11.
Level 11 is instant stealth.
No, level 11
It-
is if he rolls anything lower than a 10 when he has proficiency in it, it's a 10.
Oh, that's dirty.
Meaning,
I don't know if
meaning
my sheet
that he would.
That's amazing.
my sheet currently says plus 13. Does that sound right, or am I off?
Sounds right.
No,
for you.
that sounds right. You have plus
Yeah.
5, plus 5. Would it be 14? You have a +4 in proficiency bonus, yes?
Yes.
So maybe 14.
Well, expertise is double the proficiency. 8 plus his base stat of 5.
Oh, right. I was doubling the dexterity bonus.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's right.
13 it is.
Thanks, Dean.
I love
Oh, good.
the number 13.
Uh,
I am air.
just so pretty much as soon as I'm gonna wait for Kevin for this because this is funny, and while he's away, I'm gonna get myself another beer. Give me one
It's a
second.
nice colored dice.
Right?
Everybody get up at the same time. An empty screen when he comes back. And I got for a long time. That's kind of useful, Azazel, if you have unfailing endurance as a boar.
Oh, I just glanced at the boar character sheet. It is an interesting. I need to look at more of the animals that I can turn into, because I think too often I just defer to what are the biggest ones I can.
T-Rex.
Be the raptor.
T-Rex,
Or like a bear.
So Roy,
Yes, sorry, I had to get
as you
more
turn,
beer.
oh, you're fine. It's your birthday. As you turn to Henrik and say, "Hey, Henrik, can you go over there?" You look, and he's just gone.
All right. Trust Henrik with these things. He's reliable.
So
Keep Batman him.
I'll just use the amulet of telepathy for a second and be like, damn, you're fast. Didn't even see which way you went.
can I see anything from anything out of the ordinary from my location here?
So, trying to look up to this island,
Mushroom,
it's higher
mushroom.
up than you. It's probably about 20-25 feet above your eyesight, so it's hard to see
Ooh,
up
yikes.
there. Yeah. But you can make a perception check to see if anything's around your area.
My region.
I'm a little trepidatious because the last time I ran into something, I almost got eviscerated by a icy crocodile.
25, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Just that blue firelight that's coming from the island.
Oh. Dewey will cast Arcane Eye,
Yeah.
where I can create an invisible magical eye
That spell is so cool.
that hovers in the air for the duration. Will receive visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision, up to 30 feet. The eye can look in every direction.
That's
So
like
I
neural
will
vision.
neural vision. So I will pull out a bit of bat fur and just kind of whip it in a circle and create an eye, which hovers in front of us. And I'm going to attempt to push it up the stairs.
Yep. As you get up there, you notice that the fire isn't coming, or that blue light isn't coming from a particular fire. There's a fire up there, but there's a little blue gem that, in this heat, is giving off this almost aurora borealis effect, where it's having this blue hue just kind of float over the island.
Is it floating in the air, the gem?
It's floating above the gem. It's just kind of the gem's just on the floor.
Gem is on the floor, and we have an aurora above the floor.
Right above the gem, and that's where you're seeing this blue hue coming from.
I push the eye
Onward.
onward.
Okay. You do see a dragonborn sitting there with a great sword kind of plunged into the ground next to a small fire, and he's just sitting there looking at it.
Okay, I'm just gonna do due diligence and take a circle around the island to get a full thing. Do I see anything else weird, or is there nothing?
Make a perception check.
Mr. DM, while this is happening really quick, could I just try to like poke into like the dim light here and do that one with shadows as an action?
Which one is the one with shadows?
It's the one where you become invisible in dim light or darkness.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep, you can do that. With an 18, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. However, you notice that Hector's mouth is moving, as if he's speaking.
I'll tug over to Roy and say, "Your brother's up there, but he's talking to something, and there ain't anything else there."
That doesn't sound very good. I hope he's not like tree crazy. I don't really know what the word would be for it. I mean, was there anything that looked like it was gonna kill us up there?
No, there's it's like a blue campfire, but it's a rock, fancy rock.
Okay.
Kind of looks at it like a dwarf looks at a diamond, right? But dwarfs don't normally talk to the diamonds, so not sure.
Okay. I don't know many dwarves, but I'll take your word for it.
I think that would be fine. Do you want to go up?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
yeah,
we should
we're so
call
close.
someone down.
Call him down? I could try with my amulet.
Why don't you give him a call and I'll watch him and see how he reacts?
Okay.
Are you opposed to that?
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
It is your brother. I won't do it if you don't want me to.
Yeah, I mean, my thought is if there's anything crazy, I'm gonna banish him back, but I'd rather not do that if he's disoriented. So I'll use the amulet of telepathy. Am I 60 feet away? I think I am.
Mm-hmm.
I will use the amulet to send a message to him.
Do you... Sorry, I'm just looking it up real quick.
What's up? Do you speak tree?
Okay. Alright, so what do you say?
Hector, it's your brother Roy.
Come again.
It's your brother Roy.
Dewey, you notice that he starts pacing his eyes back and forth.
He's looking for you. Let him know we're nearby.
I'm down past the bridge. Can you come to us? Are you safe?
I am the safest I've been for as long as I can remember.
That's great. Can you come down and meet me at the bottom of the bridge?
Why don't you come up?
I'm afraid of
Just
this
you.
blue crystal that's in between us. Is it a friendly
That
crystal?
won't do anything to you. It won't do anything. Come on. I want to have a little chat.
How does he sound right now? Sound like possessed or something?
Make an insight check.
Yeah. His
Oh, I think
brother
I-
Hector.
I have to be here.
I just typed in /raid to roll. Been doing Twitch too long. An insight check. Yeah, I'm good at that because I'm a detective. Sometimes I forget these things. I'm not good at that. I got an 8.
You have 2 proficiencies.
So Hector has always been kind of, I guess you could say the right word would be aloof with his feelings, especially in front of you.
Okay.
So this doesn't seem out of the ordinary with him. When he had something important to discuss with you, he would just matter-of-factly just be like, we have to talk about this.
Okay.
So he doesn't sound possessed to you.
Okay. I will use the amulet of telepathy to talk to Dewey for a moment. Dewey, I'm gonna run up there or walk up there to Hector. If this blue crystal starts to do anything to me or my mind, I will yell something out.
What are you gonna
Could
yell?
you banish it away?
Banish the crystal?
Yeah.
I don't think that works. You can
not?
only banish the thing, right?
I don't know. We should know this too. We're the
That's
Banish brothers here.
Yeah, you can only banish the creature.
Creature.
Creatures? Darn. Is there any way that you could remove that?
Remove the rock? I don't know how heavy it is, Roy.
Shoot.
I'm not Neural.
Neural turns around and goes, just watching your back.
Okay. I'll whisper to Azazel.
How about if you get in trouble, you yell something, and then we call the cavalry in, and we all run up the bridge.
That sounds good to me. What's the code word?
You're gonna be the one shouting it, so you should pick something you're comfortable shouting.
I don't know.
It's not a very
I want to
Guys
come
in
up with
the
something
box.
funny, but I can't right now.
Okay, you'll say
I'll say I will. I'll yell out Roka. Let's throw Roka a thing. Roka's the key word here.
That's good. Nobody.
Roka's
will know.
our safe word.
Yeah, that seems good.
Our save me word. Alright, I'm gonna go up there. Azazel, watch
Okay.
my back. If that crystal gets out of line, I want you to blast it with with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I'll blast it, all right.
Alright. So anyway, I start blasting.
Blasting.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Right.
Such a good line.
If I die, then it's gonna be the worst birthday ever.
Try not to die, because I'm a little light on magic from the bar, bro.
Good thing I have all of my magic. Alright, I'm gonna get to, like, here. Is this crystal doing anything to me?
Nope, you just see this borealis effect above it. Just a little blue and green squiggle just right above it. Maybe like not even 5 feet, like 2 feet above it. Just
Okay.
sitting, swimming.
I'd like to use my mage hand while I'm at, like, actually, like, right about here. Because it's a... Could I still see it from here?
No, you'd have to walk up one
Alright.
more, like up into
Like
the
here.
square. Yep.
I'd like to use my mage hand and just kind of, like, pass over it or, like, touch it and see if it, like, sets it off. Like, kind of, like, check it for traps.
Nothing happens while you do that.
Okay. I'm gonna mosey on through. Watch, this is just like a fancy fire, like campfire.
So you see sitting on the opposite side of this little makeshift fire that he's made is Hector. And he's just sitting with his knees up into his chest. And he looks up and he goes, there he is. Mother
Here I
Dearest's precious little boy. You know, she used to call me a huge troublemaker. Of course, she was right. But it still hurt, nonetheless. Come here. We have much to discuss.
Okay.
And they talk
Brother.
for hours and hours while the rest of us just stand and wait.
Let's catch up.
He
How does he look?
looks like there's not a scratch on him.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, yes, hello, brother. Let's keep a nice talking distance here.
Yep. Can I offer you a piece of wisdom?
Sure. Wisdom's not my strong suit,
you-
but I'll take whatever I could get.
You have to get over her.
Over
I
who?
did. Our mother.
Oh, okay.
I
Talk
did,
about
and look at how
Velma.
well I'm doing now. I came out here not looking for you. I came out looking for myself. And here's what I found out. I'm fucked up, Roy.
I mean, we all need our, time to wander off and reflect. I've done it myself.
Time to wander off. You know what kind of hell I've been living in since you've been born? The side glances from Mom, the punishments from Dad if I didn't do something perfect. It's not easy being the oldest in a family that expects so much from you. All my life, I tried to be somebody I wasn't. To give you a good role model. And what did you do the first chance you got? You spit in my face, you up and left on some grand adventure, leaving me to pick up the pieces you fragmented along the way. But look at you. You got away with it. Due to some younger child complex. I am sick of it. Here, I have friends. Here I can start fresh. No more Carvanus. No more family. And no more you. I don't need anybody right now.
Damn, man, that's pretty terrible. I didn't realize it was so bad. But you picked a weird place to go to.
You think I chose this?
I mean, I
found
think
this
you
place.
you walked here.
You walked through the same thing I did, didn't you?
Yeah, I was looking for you.
I didn't know what I was walking into, but I'm so glad I did. Look around. This is a fresh start. I could be anyone I want to be here. I don't have to deal with the ramifications if I'm not perfect. I don't have to deal with Dad punishing me. I know I'm a grown man at this point, but for once in my life, I feel like I'm myself.
Well, you could have at least told him that before you left. He's pretty beat up about it right now.
Not as beat up as when you left.
Well, hey, man, I mean, I just went to learn some magic. That was my whole goal.
At this
I mean, the
point,
war
you
was
stand
over
up
at
and
this
fight.
point. You could have left too.
They needed somebody to make sure that Dad didn't do anything stupid. And of course, it fell down to me. You could have helped with that, couldn't you?
I could have, but shoot, man, I was like 12 or 10. I was young. Plus, we had Uncle Jeff.
Sometimes- Uncle Jeff was doing his own thing. He was never around Corvanus.
I wanted to be like him.
And I wanted to be like you. Not a care in the world. Just flying by the seat of my pants. Letting
I
the
look
world
down at my
show me
pants.
where I'm supposed to be. You look at me when I'm lecturing you.
Sorry, you just mentioned pants.
I needed my younger brother. And you failed me. I don't. And for the first time, you see his forearm as he kind of brings it up, and you see this vine wrapped around it. And he goes, "We knew it was going to come down to this sooner or later, Roy. And I've learned some new things in the time I've been here. My friends will make sure that this is a fair fight. No squabbling with me and some no-named bastards you call friends. Let's see where this goes." And he pulls out the greatsword and starts charging at you.
Oh, son of a
I need everybody
bitch.
to roll initiative.
No.
Hector, we come all the way to this place trying to save your ass, and you're
The
got a
perfect-
vine arm.
So wait a second. We're all rolling initiative. Do we know that this is happening?
Not yet.
Okay.
22. I was gonna try to get a telepathy out to Azazel saying like, "Get your blight ready,"
Azazel
but
is
I don't know if I have the. I'm gonna assume I don't have the time to do that.
Oh, I didn't put the money.
Roka.
Give me 1 second here.
Oh, hot Rick Neural. Took their attention.
Apologies for not.
See, he's fine. It's Hector's okay. He just said everything's fine.
Do you guys have...
Roy,
I can still ride as Hector.
That's hilarious. Did I do that on accident?
Griffin is typing.
It can be edited and controlled by... Yeah, let's not do it by all players.
What
pretty much.
am I doing here? I had spiritual weapon.
That's funny.
I guess I can't be used right now. Oh, never change, guys. Rawr. Oh, Hector, you poor you guys have...
You guys.
Oh, thanks, guys, for being so cool.
So... Oh, I gotta add everybody. Sorry.
You're okay.
Yeah, I should have.
It has been
Like
a
that.
while.
Can I do this for you?
I gotta...
Yo, does he provoke an opportunity attack on me?
He has not done it yet.
Okay.
He just started charging at you. Ooh, you're with the 6.
I really want to use my Iron Wall ability.
Build classic set.
Yes.
This. Why can't I pause that? That's weird. Can I come down here? Okay. Henrik, can you do me a favor and roll a perception check for me, please?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I'm so
As-
startled.
What a guy. Oh, I don't
Um,
think I made it in the turn order.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I forget what I got. I rolled well. I got a 22.
Oh.
I'm a speedy man.
Ooh. Okay, let me...
Yeah.
This? Okay, so it is Roy's turn first.
Okay, I will yell out Roka for everybody to hear.
Fantastic.
Roka. And I will cast, like, whip out that little travel cup filled with water magically, and dunk that in the air and cast Armor of Agathis on myself. I will also take out the halberd and get in the Iron Wall defensive stance.
Cool.
I would like to... We're not in range of each other here, right? Like,
You're
what is it? He's
within
swinging the
range of
great
him.
sword, right? That's what
Yes.
he's got. So if I move, is he gonna slap me? He doesn't have the range, right?
He does not have the range.
Alright. I really don't like this crystal. I'm gonna meander around this bush. And,
Okay.
can I, like, hang on the... maybe I don't want to be near the water. I'd like to be, like, in this area if I could be. Or am I,
you
like,
can.
in the underbrush here?
You're like right on the edge. right
Oh, okay.
there.
I'll just go around this way. This tree. It's definitely
Okay.
not alive.
Anything else?
No, that's all I could muster right now.
Okay. As you walk into this area,
Uh-oh.
you start noticing that the tree that's up here starts moving very
It's
oddly,
alive!
and
Oh, man.
No.
bursting out, and it gets an opportunity attack against you
Oh,
as you get into
shit.
its line of sight.
How does the iron wall work then? Do I hit him too?
I'll tell you what. Roll a perception check for me. I'm not gonna do this every time, but this is a special circumstance because it's a treant and they are indistinguishable from normal trees while they are
Yep.
not moving.
They are.
I rolled a nat 20.
With a nat 20, with a nat 20, you would be able to get an attack of opportunity against it as well.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
So I will
But
do...
it did roll a 29 to hit you,
Shoot. Alright.
and that deals 17 damage.
Yikes. I guess I'll take all that. He will take Armor of Agathis damage, though.
Ooh, yes. How much is it? 25?
I think it's 25 right now.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so what am I casting at level 5 now? I forget. It's been so long. Yeah, I have 5th
Yeah.
level spells, so it's 25. Hey, and I have 25 temp hit points. Alright, this feels good. Everything's alright. So that 25 goes down to 8. Mathematics. Alright, and let's slap this fool. Does the 26...
Ooh. 26 definitely hits.
Alright, 11 slappity.
Another.
And it is magical
11.
for the purposes of dealing damage.
Got it.
I want that on a bumper sticker. Scar is
Magical
magical
for-
for the purposes of dealing damage.
That's a great bumper sticker, actually. Alright, anything else?
Shoot, I moved into his space, didn't I? I guess I'll get, like, off of him a little bit, if that's cool. Still be in his bubble.
Okay.
And,
Alright,
yeah, I mean, that happened.
Alright. So, Henrik, you rolled a 27 for perception.
Sure did.
You notice that this tree over here started making a weird movement.
Cats.
Shit.
Let's just torch this place and move on.
That's not a tree. Gonna Armor of Agathis myself actually, and remain in cover over here.
Okay. Next is Hector. Oh, I have to read Hector's character sheet super quick because there is something that I might want to do.
It's a good thing I know everything about my brother's fighting styles. There's no way he could beat me. There's no way that he would
There's
wrestle
nothing
me
he can
and,
do.
and practice doing power bombs to me in the Dragonborn village while I was a kid.
Okay. Hector is going to walk up right here, so you do get an attack of opportunity on him.
Yeah. Feels good, man. This item, this weapon I got is so cool. Does a 14 hit him? Probably not.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
And he is going to use his greatsword on you.
Ouch. Hey, that misses.
I don't think a 13 hits. Alright, he's going to try again. Does a 16 hit?
My armor class is 16.
Alright, so that does hit. And what he's going to do is he is going to do a pushing attack.
Oh, cool.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend 1 superiority die to attempt to drive the target back. Alright, so he's going to do damage.
So I'll take 12.
Plus...
Oh,
Well, hold on, it's going to be more.
darn. I'll take 12 plus. Plus 3.
Okay, so 15 damage. He takes 25,
Yeah, and it's cold damage.
right?
Tree takes the cold
And you need to make a strength saving throw.
Alright, strength save. Plus 2. I rolled a 7.
Okay, so you get pushed 15 feet. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice, back to Neural. Hey,
Way off
Neural.
of this island.
Hey,
Way
Neural,
off
my
of this
brother's
island.
mad. He was on a Werac too.
This is a 25 foot drop, so you.
But I can fly.
Oh, jeez.
Can I, like, hover a bit with the wings to catch myself?
If you have it as a reaction, I don't think it's a reaction.
I don't really think I do. But I do have, like, a flying speed.
Yeah, but it's an action to bring out the wings, I believe. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, are they just out? Oh,
I think they're just out. I don't know. Let's see. Use Sprout Draconic Wings. No, I just have them.
oh. Well, it's only 3 damage anyway, so.
I'll take the 3 damage. I like to think I got whooped so hard that I wouldn't even have had time.
You could make it like canon that the 3 damage.
I forgot that I added this song, Matt.
It's like I tried to get the wings out by, like...
Right.
You saved yourself a little.
You're
Yeah,
able to shield
yeah.
yourself a little bit by.
Could have been a
kind of
lot
catching
worse.
yourself a little bit. But you are prone down there too. Just to let you know.
God. And I'm, like, yelling up at
Okay.
her, like, yeah. Brother's pissed.
He's mad. Okay. So now it is the Treant's turn.
Good, the tree can't hit me from here.
Oh, God.
So we do have a Treant right there. And then we do have a Treant up here.
This music.
Look at that. Treants everywhere.
Oh, good lord.
Treants.
This one right here is going
Missed
to
the
throw
Doku
a
tree.
rock. Oh, rock.
Treants used to ride these babies for miles. It's in great shape.
Okay. So it's a 60-foot thing. This one is going to attack Dewey
Oh no.
With a rock.
for an 18.
18 hits.
18 hits for 30.
30 bludge.
What? For real? 40, 10
This one.
plus 6? Holy
Let me
crap.
just make sure.
Let's
okay.
just leave.
So, 5,
I like that idea.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna get right into Azazel's grill and slam him twice.
Jeez.
15
The 15 do be hitting me.
for 17. And then another slam for a nat 20.
Hey, he rolled my age.
So how
For
much is that?
27.
27.
Nice.
Jeez. That is...
And this one is just going to stay here. He's not going to do anything. It is now Nerl's turn. Nerl turns around and he's like, "My friends are in trouble." Pulls out the axe. Time to kill. And he just rushes in front of Azazel to do 2 axe attacks. 14, 14 does not hit. 11
Nerl.
also does not hit. So he plunges his axe in, and it just goes ting, ting, ho. He's a little set over it.
Nerl.
Dewey, who's got the higher dexterity between Dewey and Azazel?
I have 12.
I have 14.
Alright, so Azazel will be up next.
Okay, so I think Azazel is going to cast Wall of Fire. It is a 60-foot long wall, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dex saving throw. So I'll sort of draw out like where
Mm-hmm.
I want this to be. Can I do it?
Do you have a freehand thing?
It's turning into the quiet year.
I do. Okay. Yes. So.
Oh, you do?
let's
Okay.
see. One or here is. I thought I could make a line like a.
Yeah, polygon/line.
Okay, there we go. So let's do a line from like, I'm gonna try to do 60 feet. Like, oh, that did not create the line. I have polygon line. Hold shift to snap to grid.
You don't need to shift it to the grid, or snap it to the grid.
Yeah, it's just.
Take it to the bridge.
Can I do it? Let's see. It doesn't like stay if I like. Oh, I see. So okay, I see. Can I erase it?
You
Yeah,
might be
if
able to
you
like
do
Control Z it.
clear drawing.
I'm trying.
I can
to
clear it.
Control Z,
Hold on.
it's not. Okay. So let's just see. So what is that? That's 12 squares, sort of. Let's say that it's like. Can I make it like this? Is that 60 feet? I have no clue.
I don't see it.
Would it be? Yeah, I don't see it.
You don't see it? I did draw
No.
it. Oh, how? Oh, maybe I have to close the.
Oh, there he is.
There you go.
That looks cool.
Would we say that that's what it is? It's sort of hard to tell when it's like. Maybe you could go a
Yeah.
little bit.
I'll allow it. That's fine.
Okay, great.
That's good.
So these two tree ends then need to make a Dex saving throw. And
All right. This is the.
Yep.
This is the one on the left,
Okay, so
and this is the one on the right.
two
Nice.
Dex
Not the best.
So on a failed save, each creature takes 5 Well, I'm casting it at 5th level, so it takes 68 fire damage each.
Nice.
That ends their turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. So I don't know if it counts if they are. If I cast it and they're in the wall.
I would say that it does, just because it feels like a waste if you.
Well, they're gonna start their turn
Specifically-
in it when their
specifically, right.
turn starts, right?
They would
let me
start
see.
their next turn.
Unless something crazy happened.
So,
When
like,
the
maybe-
wall appears, no, it says when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool.
So it just appeared. Yep.
That makes sense.
Right, but then it says.
Right.
Okay, so on the failsafe, they take.
So they like take it
5d8
initially and then like it
So it'll
lasts
be-
for a while or something?
Yeah.
So they take it, and then it can also deal another damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of a specific side or inside the wall.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll say the side that is facing away from us, I guess. Because it has to
A
be.
creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll 68, and that's going to be the damage of the wall of fire the entire time.
Okay. 68. And that would be.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Got it.
And does fire. Like, does that do any sort of extra damage because they're plant creatures?
You look, and it doesn't seem to do any more effect to them.
Okay.
Okay?
So then I also activate my Flame of Theligos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can re-roll any of the ones of fire damage.
Oh,
And
cool.
one of them was a 1, so I can actually re-roll one of those d8s. So that 1 is now a 3, so it is what, 26 instead.
So another 2 damage
Mm-hmm.
to both.
And then the
Got
flames
it.
wreathe me until the end of my next turn. They shed bright light, 30 feet, and then dim light, an additional 30 feet. When the flames are present, any creature within 5 feet of you that hits you with a melee attack takes 1d4 fire damage as well. So,
Got it. Just remind me when that happens.
yep.
Anything else?
got it. I think Azazel will just stay right where he is. And
Okay.
that's it.
Dewey.
So Dewey, having been struck with a big rock, kind of topples over, shakes off, gets up. He's going to walk. He's going to take some cover behind that tree. As a bonus action, you're going to channel divinity, so that the focus and convert channel divinity point to a second level spell slot. And then just as a normal action, I'm going to throw out a the dead at this tree. It's a tree feller.
So is that a wisdom saving throw?
A DC 16 wisdom.
Do you like that you rolled it as neural?
Ooh, just failed.
All right, and he's damaged, so I get the higher roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled as
Neural.
Neural the dead.
Neural the dead.
All right, 13 necrotic.
Is it only 2d12?
2d12 if they're damaged. He's damaged by the firewall.
Right.
They used to do 1d12.
I thought
That's
so.
what we do.
Got it. Anything else?
Oh, nope.
Okay. Roy, you are on your back.
Yes.
Laying
It
down.
hurts. I will use half of my excuse me. I'll use half of my voice to say this sentence. I'll use half of my movement to stand up, dust myself off a little bit. I will use my Hex Blade's Curse ability on this tree guy here. It's my bonus action. And then I will slap him with an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, you hit him with 2 Eldritch Blasts. Go for it.
First one I don't think hits, unless it 11 hits. Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna guess a 20 hits.
20 definitely hits.
Alright.
For 13 damo.
13 damo, and there's something that happens with this too. I gain bonus to damage rolls, equal to my proficiency bonus.
Oh,
So it's 13 plus
3?
4, so 7. Is it plus 4? 17
4.
altogether.
Okay. Got it. Yep. What did you roll? You rolled a 12. Okay.
Yes.
As this treant is towering over Azazel and Neural, Azazel, you notice this big purple wave of energy come crashing over your shoulder, hitting the treant right in the chest, and it kind of backs up a little bit, and you're wreathed in flames. Neural's holding his axe. You see a purple wave come by, and you're just like, this is beautiful. This is just amazing.
Still trying to get the
well.
wind back in me. I'm like, I got you guys. Don't worry.
Anything else?
I will. Looking at the tree that's near here, I'm just gonna move away from any trees. Because those things hit like a truck.
Alright. Henrik, go for it.
Yes, sir. And here we go. We are approaching the tree. We are slashing.
You have advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Flanking. And you're gonna need it.
God, you gotta go.
It's okay. We can do another one.
Oh no.
So offhand attack.
Yep, 15 misses, by the way.
Advantage as well, no?
Yes.
There we go.
Yo, that's
That
what I'm talking about.
All right. So, tell me how many I'm getting here.
What's your normal amount?
My normal amount is.
Is it 6d6 plus 12?
It is 60. My normal
Alright.
amount with sneak attack is 66 plus 6.
Okay, so you do 12d6 plus 6.
Good lord.
Double the dice.
Because that's... It just sounds fun.
Ah.
Let's go.
50 damage. I think the only person that's done more damage is Azazel with his blights.
I think the blight
He's
is
done
number
like 64
one.
damage. Blight is
So
great.
clearly that tree don't give a crap about me. So I'm gonna take my free disengage here, and dive back into the bush.
Yep.
Wait.
Alright. You can't sneak. You used your bonus action to attack.
No, that was the weapon. I thought that was part of my attack action, no? Or is that my bonus action?
So your offhand attack is your bonus action.
Oh, isn't that my
Oh shit,
weapon?
yeah. Yeah, Anthem. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
mind. You're good.
Hey,
Yep.
Anthem if you got him.
Anthem?
Alright. Hector's turn. Ooh, there's many things that I can do. Many things. Let's see. What fucks everybody else up more? I think it's this.
What if he just like stood still
Okay.
for a turn? That'd be
Here's what
okay.
he's gonna do. He's gonna come right here, and he's gonna loom over this bridge, and he's gonna see this figure wrapped in flames next to one of his friends. And he's
he
gonna.
does take damage if he ends his turn there. I'm just gonna let
Okay. He is going to Vine Whip Azazel. Azazel, can you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
you know. I can.
Well, dragons can be
Oh.
plant types.
So here's what everybody sees. There's this wall of fire that's pretty much cut this whole battlefield in half. And you guys all of a sudden see this huge whip come from the other side of it and wrap around Azazel. And let's see what happens.
Just a quick question about this. The
Mhm.
wall of fire is opaque. So would he be able to do that? You can say he does. I just want my firewall to be really, really. I'll do the strength save.
Tell you what.
It's a Palo Alto firewall. It's pretty robust.
I'm gonna make a d20 roll real quick. Okay. He does not see you, actually.
Oh, he doesn't?
This is interesting. Okay. No, I rolled an 8.
You want to do it with advantage because I feel bad that I made you do that?
You know what? Sure, that's fair.
I'm gonna regret this.
Don't let him do it. He's the
You're the
DM.
one that brought it up. I was gonna let it roll.
So does he see me?
You have advantage on this strength saving throw.
I have advantage on the strength save. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so we will roll.
Hey, that's pretty good.
17.
Okay. All right. So as this whip kind of wraps around Azazel, the flames around you, as well as the staff that you're holding, is enough to cut it and make sure that you don't get pulled into whatever he was about to do to you. He moved 10 feet there, and he goes, "All right, this is how you want to play." 15, 20. He is going to do a couple of greatsword attacks against you.
He's gonna enter my range,
Yes, he does.
so I'll
That's
slap
gonna hit
him before he hits Azazel.
I think he also takes damage for going into the firewall.
That would make sense.
Well,
I'm no
fire.
mathematician here, but I think walking through fire is probably what, even as a Dragonborn, would hurt.
He might not actually. Now that I'm reading it. Oh, a creature that
It's like enters it.
when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends the turn there takes the damage from it.
It says it deals fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. I went through the wall, so it's going to deal damage to them.
No, but
And how much damage was it?
Oh, it was 26.
It was 26? Okay.
But he gets it
It
halvesied,
doesn't
right?
do as much damage. It is halvesied for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most fire Dragonborns are resilient. I know this as a fire
The
Dragonborn.
20,
So how does
yeah,
he fuck me
the
up?
22 does hit him.
So I'll take 13.
Mm-hmm.
13 magical
then-
slashy damage.
And then what he's going to do
So
is
he
he's
did the
going to
greatsword?
trip attack you.
Trip attack.
He's got a great sword attack against you.
Okay, my AC
So
is
he deals-
13. Does that
Right,
go-
so he hits
go
you.
in?
Yep, so hold on. Ooh,
Come
so he
on,
deals 24
man.
damage to you,
God damn it.
and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Let me take the 24 first. And the strength save. So good.
You're so lucky.
Holding on for dear
So-
life.
Yeah. So as he tries to sweep you, it doesn't work, and he realizes that he just got stabbed in the back by his own brother. So he's gonna go right here and attack his brother twice.
I will say that he also takes the 1d4 fire damage from me.
Yep.
That because he hit me with the melee attack.
Yep. So go ahead and roll that.
Hello, dear brother.
You reduce to
He
1.
takes half of that, I guess. This is fire.
25.
Misses. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hurts.
Um.
How much does it hurt? Just a question.
Ooh. I'm gonna do a medicine attack against you.
You can't scare me.
So I need you to make a.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a 10 wisdom.
All right.
And I took 3?
You take 17 damage.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you take 17.
That's a lot more. And I'm scared.
And you are now frightened of your own brother.
I mean, he is pretty scary. So is that I need to take my movement to get as far away from him as possible? Is that frightened us?
Frightened.
Sounds like a thing. I said it pretty confidently.
It
I
has
think
disadvantage.
frightened, you just can't move toward it.
So you can't willingly move closer to him.
Oh,
But
okay.
you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while he's in your line of sight.
Well, he is in my line of sight. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I have one other piece of information that I forgot to mention.
Uh-huh.
Wall of Fire is a concentration spell.
Oh.
So
Ooh. So make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I
19,
guess
you're good.
I keep it up.
Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's going to attack Roy one more time.
Why not?
27, 14 damage.
Just 14 thing.
It is the treant's go.
I'm hurting.
This treant is going to move out of the way of the wall of fire, and he's going to slam Neural twice. Let's see. 27 hits. Jesus. 25 hits.
Oh, Neural.
For 35 damage. Let me go ahead and... Okay.
Fine, blood just powers Neural up.
Yeah. He gets hit, and Neural kind of looks up with the blood in his face, and he goes, "Finally!" And this one is going to back up away from the fire. He is going to... You know what he's going to do? He's going to look for that little elusive rogue that has been terrorizing his buddy over there.
Hey, bud.
And he finds him. He's gonna pick up a rock, and he's gonna hurl it at Henrik. Ooh.
Oh, like a rock.
And with, yep, a little jukey action here. And then this treant up here, he's going to... He's about to throw a rock over to Roy, and Hector looks over. He goes, "No, he's mine." And so he throws it over to Azazel instead.
That does hit.
For 24.
Oh,
for 20 damage.
I am down.
Ooh.
So that wall of
Do
fire
we-
is gone, so
Alright, so I will clear it.
thank you.
Now it is Neural's turn. Neural. Yes, please. Thank you. Neural is going to rage as he's seeing his dying friend next to him. And he's going to swing twice at this treant in front of him. 14 misses. And a 7 misses.
Man, Jesus.
Neural's not doing great this round. Let me go ahead and add his blood counter. Okay. Azazel, I need you to make a death saving throw for me, please. Just roll a 1d20.
I wonder if I click my token and then click the death save thing, if it will.
Don't you have that heart thing that I keep wanting to get from you but never do?
Very out of
Oh! Yeah, do you have the periaptic wound closure?
Yeah, because I was gonna get it from you, and then you were like, "Oh, we forgot." You just hung on to it.
Yeah, I think I still have that. Yeah, it's still in my inventory.
Yeah, so that's still
Wow.
yours.
So I guess I'm okay then?
So, I
does
forget the
that
ruling
work?
that I made on it. It was...
Does it just
I might be
stabilize him or
confused.
something?
It stabilizes him, but
You
it
think
was...
while you are dying at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points it restores. That I have not been using, so glad I it's just
A little refresher here.
I'm stabilized,
Okay,
but I'm still at 0 HP, right?
right, so you're still down.
Okay.
Alright,
All right.
Dewey, go
My
ahead.
turn.
All right. Dewey, seeing that, peeks
Impor-
out.
Important question.
Mhm.
Does Flame of Theligos still apply to me?
It goes down.
Okay, there we go.
Did you use your reaction this round, Slick?
I
Because this
did
dude
it.
moved out of the range.
Oh yeah, you
right?
could have slapped that tree.
I could have. I didn't
Okay.
think I was gonna have to. So I think
Okay.
if I was playing as Azazel, I think Azazel wouldn't have used his reaction. To be honest, like if I didn't think to use it, then Azazel would think to use it. Is the ruling I'll go on with that.
That's fair.
I don't want to retcon me.
Do you even have a weapon that you hold that you use?
I have the staff.
You hit
that-
people with the staff?
I do not hit people with the staff. I just use it for like literally just to give me it's a rod. I use
Okay.
it to give myself a I mean, I have a reaction spell that I could have used Hellish Rebuke, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Azazel used it. I don't think Azazel thought to use it, to be honest.
This is A-okay.
I think Azazel was saving his last spell slot for a blight.
All
And
right.
by that I mean I was saving Azazel's last spell slot for a blight.
I am glad that Azazel is saving his last spell slot as a blight.
I appreciate the wish for a retcon, but I don't think it's right.
Okay. Dewey peeks out from the tree, sees Azazel take a nasty hit. Goes immediately as soon as he hits the ground, we're gonna throw. Like, word, which is only a little bit, but it's this. So we're gonna get you back up to 6.
Okay, so that gets me up to 12, I think.
Oh,
Because it says nope, never mind. It's whenever I roll.
Right.
for the hit die. So I do get those 6 back.
All right, and we're gonna use as an action. We'll throw a Toll the Dead at the guy we're up on, Mr. Ent over here. Try it again. Monsieur or Greg. The baby one if he misses.
Mr. Ent.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Mr. Sandman?
He gets it. Goes.
Yes.
17.
No damage. And that's the turn.
Okay. However, Azazel is now awake. Roy,
Yes. I'm here.
Quick question: am I prone? I would
Yes.
imagine that I am. Okay.
I will use my bonus action to drink a potion of greater healing,
mm-hmm.
like this one. What is that? It's
Look.
4d4 plus 4?
It's
Yep.
44 plus 4, yep.
I'm drinking a triple hazy IPA. It's really good. It's very on theme too, because it has notes of dank and dense jungle. I got 16. Ooh,
Thank him, Dad, say.
dank and dense, yeah. So, I have disadvantage on attack rolls. However, I am flanking, which means it's like normal attack, right?
So, yep.
Cool. Hey, Zazzle, thanks for
you
the
are very
flanks.
lucky that Azazel has been, yeah.
Got it.
Meanwhile, you're like on the ground.
Like, I'm flanking him.
I will attack my brother. And I will grit through my teeth and say, I am not afraid of you. Oh man, one of these dice looks like it's a
That was
20
not
on
it.
the screen, but it's not. What a tease. Seriously, I see a d20, it's a 20 and a 6 on the screen, but it's not. That's weird. I will attack again. 24.
24 does hit.
Okay.
7 damage.
7 damage.
A little rough.
Hector's looking rough?
Hector's looking a little rough.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any
Are you
other
staying there?
things. I will. You know, I am gonna slide here. Right? Am I allowed to do that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna give our good buddy Neural some flank ability here, and that's it.
Henrik.
This tree is mine.
Ever the
You would have
arborist.
advantage.
Well, that's good. Hey, alright.
19
Alright.
hits. Ooh. So you have chopped off this creature's leg to the point where it is now stumbling. It is very close to dying.
Oh, good. Offhand attack.
Yep, this one does not have advantage.
Okay. Ah.
Oh.
And back we go. Goodbye. And ghost.
Alright. Hector is going to use all of his might attacking Roy. 22. Why is the +2 there? Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, so 12 damage.
Tis but a scratch.
Attack 2. 19 would hit for 13.
So another scratch.
Those are adding up.
Stop scratching.
15.
15 does not hit.
Woo!
Ooh, okay. So that one you actually block with your halberd, and he gives you a look of going like, finally, start blocking my attacks. All right.
What's the total I take here? 27
You
here?
took 12 and 13. 25.
25. Funnier than 24.
Alright. So this one right here is going to slam Neural twice, and since he is raging, he will take half damage. 17 reduced to 8. And another slame. That does hit him. For another 8-0, or 7-0. Add those. That. Boy, if Neural hits something, he's gonna do a lot of damage.
One day.
He wastes
One
it
day
on
he will.
the crippled leg tree. Oh my god.
Okay, so this tree on the island has noticed something. He's gonna come over here. Okay, and he's gonna do this. He's gonna
Whoa!
poison mist.
Calm down, Tajiri.
Henrik, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yes, sir. Just a moment, please.
5, 10, 15. It does not hit Azazel, so Azazel is safe.
Neat. Love it.
Good thing Henrik's immune to poison.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Nope. So you take 14 poison damage,
Good
and
lord.
you have 1 level of exhaustion
Dag, yo.
from this poison mist just exudes from this tree, and you start hacking and coughing, and he finds out where you are. Number 1. Number 2, you have disadvantage on all ability checks for the time being.
What are the odds I can uncanny dodge some poison mist?
0, because uncanny dodge would be for dexterity saving throws only.
No, that's evasion, sir. Uncanny dodge
Ooh,
is a
you're
reaction.
Right.
Sweet.
Let's read it, actually.
Have the damage from an attacker you can see that hits you. So I guess not, right?
Is it an attack?
He dodges into more mist.
He dodges so hard that the mist blows away from him. See Henrik doing like backflips in place to like create a wind tunnel, get the mist out of the way.
I think you can uncanny dodge it. Oh, it only works on attacks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
There have to
like
be
somebody
a spell.
using an attack on you, like a bow or something like that, or a sword.
Okay. Alright, so disadvantage on
Yeah.
ability checks?
Yep.
You think that'll stop my plus 13?
We shall see. And then this guy over here, he's just been chilling. He's gonna come out here, and he's going to throw a rock in this general area because he saw something happen over there. So he's gonna have disadvantage on this rock throw. But a 21 would still hit Dewey.
Do I get cover from the trees?
You would have half cover.
Half cover. See, I'm gonna argue 3/4 cover. So particularly pick a tree trunk. I did say pick.
So it's because the tree trunk is here, and that's pretty much what he's throwing against.
Not a very thick one.
It's not super thick. He saw something happen in there, so we threw it. That's why I gave him disadvantage.
This is a Tagger. It's not a dex save
The,
thing.
no, it's just regular damage for 22.
Damn. So it would have been 19 AC with half. 22.
Right. Ugh. Alright. Neural is getting sick and tired of this gosh darn treant in front of him. So he's gonna finally hit him. And literally it's enough to just wipe him out. Doesn't matter how much damage he was doing. He had 3 hit points left.
Let's go, Neural.
And then what he's going to do is he's going to turn around and look at Hector. And he's going to be like, oh, he's not even here. He's just going to be like, I'm sorry, Roy. And he's going to swing hard
Ooh.
at Hector. And he hits him for 24 with the 24. And what Hector is going to do, 5, 10, 15, yeah. You're going to see a wall of vines sprout forth in between Hector and Neural. So the treant will take half of this damage, which is 10, 25. So it's taking 12 damage off of this. As you guys look over onto this little island, and you see the treant's arms plunged into the ground, and its vine arms coming up in between Neural and Hector to protect him.
Oh.
This is so cool. I'm sorry, I know it's like against us and it's like not helping us, but this is really awesome.
And he loses all of his blood points because he divulged all of that into that one swing. He looked at you, Roy, before he swung, going, I'm sorry. And he swung, and that's when the vines came out,
It's okay.
if you didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Sorry, I was
Is
grabbing
that
a refill here. We're going Japanese here.
Ooh, Sapporo.
Ooh,
Sapporo.
Sapporo.
Azazel, you are on the ground. You are waking up once again. You notice that the tree in front of you has been felled. You notice, you hear halberds and swords connecting. You hear an axe cutting through wood. What do you do?
So I think Azazel is on the floor, and he looks up and sees Hector. Sort of, I think he sees the tree shield in front of Hector, between Hector and Neural, and he looks over and sees the treant that did it, that has its like arms in the ground, and he looks at Hector and he goes, maybe you should choose stronger friends. And he casts blight on the treant that's on the island. And the way
All right.
that's
Can you roll for damage for that?
absolutely.
Also, is that necrotic damage?
It is necrotic damage.
Okay.
It is going to be at 5th level. So that is 9d8. But he's still. So I think the way that we did this was he makes a constitution saving throw. Does he count as a plant creature?
So I'm going to save you the roll because these specific treants are immune to necrotic damage.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
damn.
Whoa, immune altogether?
Immune altogether.
Did I not notice when the Toll the Bell hit? Or Toll the Dead hit?
Oh yeah, Tola Dead's necrotic too.
To be honest, completely forgot that Toll the Dead did necrotic damage.
Okay, well now I'm moving forward.
So I guess they're not immune to necrotic damage, or
So I'll let the Toll the Dead damage go through, but yes, they
Yeah,
are
no,
immune
blight
to
doesn't
necrotic
work.
damage.
Okay.
Right.
So regardless of whatever happens, I think
Dang man, these guys are tough.
I think you still see the necrotic damage like wash over this creature, and Azazel is like convinced that he's destroyed it, and like the energy just dissipates and nothing, and he's just like,
Yep.
and
The
Azazel
blight hits
finishes
it,
with,
and you're used to seeing like this poison cloud over it for a couple of seconds, but this just soaked it up like a sponge.
so I think Azazel then just looks over at Roy and he goes, maybe you should have chosen stronger friends. And I think
I
he'll
love you
attempt
guys though.
to at least stand up and
Okay.
and sort of run away. I don't know. Do I get like a? How does that work? Going from prone to moving.
It's half your movement to stand up.
It uses half of your movement,
Okay, so then I get.
and that's a good idea because he's already used his reaction,
Okay, so I will move.
so he doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
We killed Trebo over here then, right? While I was up for a moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Reno?
Yeah, the tree guy.
Oh, I didn't know you named him.
That was his name. I think I get hit points equal to my warlock level plus my charisma modifier. That's nice.
That's nice.
I don't know what my level is. 9 plus. I get 13. Nice.
You can go. You can go 5 more feet if you wanted, Azazel.
You know, I'll get a little bit closer to Henrik, and
Okay.
that'll be my.
All right, Dewey.
All right. We will. So I know Azazel is very. So I'm going to move down after being struck by yet another rock to the thickest part of the tree trunk. And I'm going to look down and cast Sanctuary on Azazel, which is a bonus action. And you're going to see glowing markings on you for the next 10 rounds. So any creature who targets you with an attack must make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they have to switch their target or their spell. So you're not going to be getting any direct like melee attacks while you have. But if you do it when you, then the runes will fade and you will be vulnerable again. So do what you need to do.
If the
and then
warded
you
creature, if the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, the spell ends.
Mhm.
It's a very
So
good
you-
defensive spell.
In your brief moment of retreat, you go back, and then for my action, I'm gonna chug a Freighter Esther, which is a 4d4 plus 4 / R.
Yes.
Yep.
4d4 plus 4. Let's get big money.
Get all the money. Low
That's a
money,
lot of
low
money.
money.
All right, that's my
It's like
turn.
I spilled a lot of that brew.
All
I
right,
got a
Roy.
lot of it dribbled.
Okay, I will do what I did last time. I will hit my brother from the same mother as me with a halberd attack. I'm still feared, right? Is there anything I need to do to try to like break from that, or I'm just feared or frightened or whatever it is?
It was until Hector's turn, so you're not feared anymore.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'll get advantage with this halberd attack.
Let me just make sure.
Sure.
Oh,
Well,
that's
I'm gonna
kinda
roll it
cool.
anyway.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
so cool because he hit you twice, and then you.
Until the end of your next turn. So yeah, you're done.
Okay, cool. So the first
27.
one should hit with the
27.
27. That deals 11.
Y'all.
I will attack one more time. 21.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Oh man, I wanna like. He had vines coming on his arm and stuff, right?
He had the one vine going around his right forearm
Okay.
to throw out at Azazel.
So I'd like to like do like the double slash, but like come up and like hit that vine out of the way too. Just have
Okay.
it like all around him, like samurai style, where they do like the slash.
Okay. So you slash him, and it slashes across his belly, pretty much like seppuku style. And then the second one, as he's falling, cuts through this vine that's on him, and he lies motionless on the ground with the tiniest little smirk on his face.
Is he dead?
And the two tree ants explode.
And the two treants actually lay down
No way!
and they stop fighting.
Thank God.
Oh man.
But he's lying there motionless.
Yeah, I'll kind of like, try to prop his head up a little bit. Dewey. Yeah, I'll call out to him. Is there anything that you could do for him?
Roy, he just attacked us. He tried to kill us.
He's my brother, though. There must
He
be something. He
damn
must have
near
been poisoned
killed
or
us.
tricked or something. I can't lose him. I can't lose another.
We were looking. He was like,
I
I
see, like,
don't wanna
are
do
both of
this.
his hearts beating? Is one of them beating?
Very, very faintly.
Can you stabilize
One
him,
of them
Dewey?
stopped
He
beating.
doesn't deserve to die.
Stabilize him. Is he dead? He's not dead. Dying? So,
Is he just knocked
Dewey-
out?
I'm rolling stuff, by the way.
Alright.
Dewey, heal him,
Okay,
please.
fine.
Really quick, just enough to keep him alive.
Give him a healing word.
Thank you.
Whoop. Then I'm backing up, back to the tree.
I will take his weapon away from him.
Sure. You are lucky because I did roll 2 failures on the
Okay.
death saving throws.
Not only will I take the weapon away from him, I will take the manacles out, and I will manacle him, his hands behind his back.
Good call.
Okay. You manacle him behind his back. You cast healing word, and he kind of gives a little. He looks around for a second, and he looks up at you, Roy, and he goes, "Roy, where am I? Shit, what have I done?
It's okay.
I
It's okay.
I can't remember
Just-
much after meeting these
just-
tree folk."
Don't just. Everything's okay. You're alive. I just want to give him like a big dragon hug.
I remember what I just said.
It wasn't you.
Roy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay.
No, those words were things that I thought a long time ago. And I've had them deep in my heart for a long time. I'm so sorry you had to hear them.
It's okay. You're you again. I know you didn't mean it. I could tell. You weren't you. You weren't yourself.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. The real you.
I
Does he look
My
like
vision
visibly
is-
different too? Like were his eyes
Oh.
like glazed over or anything?
His eyes weren't necessarily glazed over, but as you look at his forearm, there's like, I guess what you can call it as like Indian burns, and it looks like some of those vines.
I don't
kinda
know if you
punctured
can
into
call
his
them
skin.
those today, Greg. I don't think you can
That's
call
very
it that.
true. It looks like it has been like twisted by the vine that was around him,
Better.
and they're like there are puncture marks.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to delete that from the screen, that's fine.
We'll just blank that out from the VOD real quick.
Just dub over it. We got
Red
friction
marks.
burns.
Friction burns, or it's
Red.
more PC there.
Yeah,
Yes.
But there are like puncture wounds in that forearm.
Okay.
And he goes, "Hey, Roy,
Yes.
happy birthday." And that's where we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice.
Roy and Kevin have the same birthday. It's canon.
How
It's the same
uncanny.
birthday. Thank you. Now, if it weren't my birthday, Greg would have killed Hector without a second.
But we could have
Hey,
gone back.
He almost died.
I was very true. I
We
would have
could've
made you
been
use the
about it.
diamond.
If Dewey wasn't gonna walk forward, I was gonna just throw a potion down his throat.
Mm-hmm.
Would that have worked?
It's funny. I was
Yeah.
literally about
Hope
to
so.
say like if Dewey wasn't gonna do it, I actually have spare the dying, and I would have been like,
That's it.
You do. That's right.
fine.
That's right. I knew it wasn't really him because he was addled by poison. I think addled is the right word. I mean, I'm thinking of adder, which is a snake. Oh man, so cool.
I rolled I rolled an 11, I rolled a 9, I rolled a 7, I rolled a 12, and I'm like, oh shit, whatever this next roll is, he either lives or dies, and then that's when you healed him. And I was
Nice.
like, okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't like try to just stabilize him. Like,
Who,
with
me?
medicine effect? Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that, really. Like, I probably would have botched it too.
Henrik has done that like 4 times to you guys.
What's that?
Stabilize people after they've fallen.
Oh, yes. Very out of character a little bit, but that's alright.
He does it for favors later.
Now you owe me.
Well,
That,
I like to say that
first
in the moment,
armor
Roy
bag
was
hit.
stunned with emotion.
That first armor of Agathis hit against him really did a number on Hector.
Yeah, I bet.
He was trying to play catch up the rest of the time after that.
Me
don't
too.
know.
I got knocked 15 feet back like Matrix style.
You did.
And you know
He was
what?
charging
That
up
was the
against you.
best thing that could have happened to me.
Yeah, you only got 3 damage off of that. How
But
low
then
were you?
Azazel was able
I
to
feel
do
like
the
I was hitting you a
firewall.
lot.
What's that?
How low were you? I thought I was close to knocking you down too.
I was at like 15 at the lowest.
Okay.
Because I had
You gotta
go
25
close
temp
to
hit
it.
points.
Right.
But
So I
the second
realized
time
that
when the tree hit me, all of those went away and some.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, kinda okay.
Oh, yeah. Those trees hit hard.
Yeah.
They're big. Are they trolls?
No, they're tree ants.
They throw rocks.
Mm-hmm. That's
Throw
one of their
rocks.
abilities.
And they
Bro,
are immune to a necrotic damage.
that was actually something that I added in. They're usually not immune to a necrotic, but I did tell you guys a while back that each treant tribe has its own like elemental ability to it. And you didn't ask Snow which specific
Which
trees
tribe these were?
Yeah, that fucked me up. And I had a feeling too. I was like, "There's no way Greg is gonna make it this easy for me to blight them, right? I may as
Right.
well try it, see like what happens. It's my last spell."
I mean, yeah, I mean,
So
there was,
the
what,
fire
3 of
damage
them?
was good. Yeah, but they all had 138 hit points. So it was a lot. So
The fire
your
dealt double
best bet-
damage?
No, the fire did regular damage.
Oh, okay.
When you said
So your best
elemental,
bet was to do the fire.
when you said
So-
elemental, I thought you meant each treant would. But they're all the same tribe. They all hang out together.
They were all the same tribe. Yep.
That makes sense. This is all their grotto here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kevin,
Yes.
did you think about banishing Hector?
That's the only reason I kept one spell slot open.
I did too. I didn't want to.
I wanted to banish him, but I also didn't want to. So here's my pattern of thinking. He had some kind of like thing affecting his brain or what have you. I didn't want to just be like, okay, threat neutralize, and then banish him back to Aetheria, and then be like, oh shoot, we just like sent like my drugged psycho brother back with like no one knowing that he's there, and he's just gonna run back and just start killing people. He'll go back to Corvanus and be like, hey, Hector's back, and he just goes like, ah, and starts killing them.
Hey, we've got a good story.
But
I
it was
do-
great, yeah.
I do like that. I was like, oh, I'll walk on this side. Can I walk here? And it's like, oh no, I better not walk near the water. Let me walk into this giant tree. Then I proceeded to get slapped by the tree. Should have
False
thought
experience,
about it.
Man. Those perception checks didn't mean a fucking thing.
Nope. Not at all.
It was good to get back into this.
I was
Is
a
this
little
for
sad that, like, Azazel like really liked Biori, and then just gone because of an off comment.
They'll be back.
Biori is pretty fickle.
Now, Greg, is this revenge?
In terms of what? In which
The rocks.
which person am I?
The Korok.
The rocks?
Was it
No,
revenge?
I threw
I-
Korok rocks at you.
no. Trains can throw rocks, and I was like, okay,
No,
that's cool.
I know they can, but I didn't know if it
I
was
thought-
because. I guess Azazel got hit with a rock.
I threw a rock once as a giant gorilla.
It's true.
Rock strats.
Would have been a good callback.
You should have
I-
polymorphed into like a beaver and like created a dam out of the trees. Or like
He
a
wouldn't have
woodpecker
thrown
and
it.
like peck them out.
That's it.
He wouldn't have thrown it at you if. Well, let me put it this way. If you had the ability to hide, he wouldn't have thrown it at you because he wouldn't have known where you were. But he saw you cast a spell in there, so he was like, "I'm gonna try throwing it there," and then he just rolled a 21 and a 22. So
No, it makes sense for sure. They're just big rocks.
they're very big. Even if it hits a tree and it splinters, like it's gonna
Boulders.
hit you.
It's like
I mean,
the
where were
Beast
you
Titan.
at? 21?
I was down 12 at one
You're
point.
at 21 hell? Oh, you're down to 12? Oh shit.
I think we all took a lot of hits that game.
Nah, Henrik was pretty good.
How much did I
Yeah,
take?
Henrik
poison.
usually is.
I took
You only took, like-
14, but I had 10 temporary hit points, so I took 4.
Yeah, I, don't even
I took 14 every turn.
I took 4 and I gave 80, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, the
I did a
50
pretty good
damage
amount of
in one
damage,
turn.
I think. I think we all were dealing some deeps.
If you ever go down, you're going to be hidden in a bush, and we're not going to be able to.
That's exactly right, yes.
That bush is
We're gonna go
dying.
after the fight and be like, "Did you find his corpse?" We
No,
need to bring it
it's too well hidden. No.
So we still can't
It's
find
too
it.
well hidden.
You rolled a 34 in stealth.
He was knocked unconscious and his disguise kit fell over him.
He just looks like a pile of trees.
Nice. Yeah, this is super fun.
All right, boys.
This was great. It feels
super
good to
fun
be
to get back
back in
into
it.
Yeah. Thank you for you guys getting through this with me. I had a very stressful couple of months. I appreciate you guys taking the time to do the quiet year and just giving me time to breathe before we got back into it. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's always fun to do the side game. Rare
Yep.
side.
Yeah, I mean, and thank you, Slick, for running that. That was
Yes, very
a
fun.
fun game. I had a good time with that. I want to play that world as a D&D, like even if it just like a one shot or something.
See how it happens, yeah.
Well, the quiet year runs itself very well. D&D, on the other hand,
Runs you ragged.
A little bit more of a an endeavor, but I thought this first session back was wonderful. I was really all about it.
It's where I
Yep,
needed
I
to
figured
be.
something that got everybody back into it. Do a nice little fight. Should be fun.
We got
Yeah.
some fight, we got some war.
And again, happy birthday, Kevin.
Thank you.
My wife says happy birthday, Kevin.
Thanks, everybody.
And
Appreciate it.
next week.
Next week, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Next week, Thursday. Yeah, I'll check. I'll get back to you guys.
Next week, Thursday. I'm
Okay.
going to be out of town on the 23rd to 30th. But if you guys want to follow run me, that's fine.
We did talk about Wednesdays
Okay, are
as
you-
well.
I could do Wednesday.
How's
Wait.
Wednesday look next week for everybody?
It's my flight.
Works for me.
It's your what? It's your flight?
That's your
Evan?
flight.
When's my flight? I'm looking it up.
Oh, wow.
Thursday also works for me next week too.
My
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I could sleep in early that day, play the game, and then leave for my 5:40 a.m. flight after on the 22nd.
Okay.
But next week we'll do Thursday for sure, right?
I don't know
Next week,
yet.
Thursday. Okay.
Let me check
Yeah.
on that. I'll let you guys know for next
Okay.
week.
Would you be able
Okay,
to do
that's not a
Wed-
problem.
Can you do Wednesday if you can't?
Wednesday seems a lot better for me right now. But we can maybe figure that out offline.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna put it on the 15th for now, and we'll just see where we go
See
from
what,
there.
yeah, if
I
things
also
happen.
have been. Yep. I have been working later at work lately, so if we need to, like, we'll start at 8:30, but I'll let you guys know
Okay.
on that day.
8:30 is always good.
Works for me.
Okay.
Cool.
Wednesday.
Everybody.
Bad.
It's like, thanks for the beer.
You're welcome.
I love
Thank
it.
you for drinking it.
Yeah, of course.
I love that you love it.
It's like it's up there, man. It's like top beer for me. I really enjoy it.
Top of the line.
Yeah, it's good stuff, guys. It's really good.
You heard you said a loss.
Yeah, once I set up the nano brewery, I'll send it to everybody.
Appreciate it. You're gonna set it up in the basement of the place that we buy, right, in Maine?
Exactly.
We're gonna brew it together.
We'll set it up and we'll name one after each character.
Oh,
Senior Gen.
Ooh, I like it.
the Roy Lager. Or Roy PA.
Roy PA.
Cool. But yeah, let's we'll figure out next week.
Good night, fellas.
Good night, gang.
Good
Thanks,
night,
everybody.
everyone.
Night,
Good
everybody.
night. Happy birthday again.
Thank you. See ya. Alright. Let's give Elias a raid. Always pop by Elias, I feel like, after D&D. Elias does appreciate it, so let's go say hi to him. Thanks, guys. See you next week.